everybody, it's your boy Lowkey303 coming back at y'all with another video, and today I wanted to do a project recap. However, I didn't want to get in front of the camera because I decided to do a different format today. So I'm going to be talking about two projects that I dropped earlier in the year. One was in January and one was in February. The name of these projects were Live, Laugh, Love and the 2021 pack. So the reason why I released these projects is because they are both older music that I had made before 2022. Obviously the 2021 pack was all of like my singles and random songs from 2021, and then Live, Laugh, Love was all of my songs from 2020, all of my best songs from 2020, and that was my first year of making music. For those of you who don't know, I started making music in June of 2020 and now it is March of 2022, so I'm coming up on 2 years, which is kind of crazy. I'm at 21 months of rapping now. I feel like I've improved significantly. However, I did want these songs on streaming services just because they meant something to me personally, and I know to people that have been following me from the very beginning of my music, some of these songs they wanted on streaming services as well. So I'm going to be talking about both of these projects today, and instead of just giving a project recap where I just go through each song and talk about like the beat and my favorite lyric from each, we're going to be doing rankings. So we're going to start with Live, Laugh, Love, and I'm going to be telling you guys my top 5 songs plus an honorable mention, and obviously I'll give reasons for why I ranked each song in the way that I did. So yeah, let's talk about it. So for Live, Laugh, Love, and again these were all songs that were made in 2020, starting off with the honorable mention, we have my track Run It Back. Now Run It Back was about a girl that I liked in high school and continued to like after high school, and me and her stayed in touch, and I kind of wanted to run it back with her because I didn't feel like I got a fair chance to really be with her. You know, we communicated a couple times about this, but unfortunately things never went through the whole way. That was probably the best song I made over summer 2020. Coming in at number 5, we have Moving Too Fast. I think I'm moving too fast. In 1 week blew all of my cash. Numbers don't lie, this is aftermath. Baby, could I get your snap after class? This song had a good beat. It was very catchy, very poor audio production on this. Like you can hear the echo in my voice. You can tell it was literally recorded off of the voice app on my phone. But this song was definitely catchy. I like it a lot. So I put, however, due to the quality and just like the early nature of the work, I decided to put it at number 5. Next at number 4, we have my classic track, Tacos. So just to let you guys know, I'm a huge food fan and specifically a huge taco fan. I got to live in Vegas for about 7 months, and that's what initially really got me into tacos because I had never had authentic Mexican food before. And when I had tacos for the first time, like authentic tacos, it really changed my life. And actually the cover art for this photo originally on SoundCloud was a plate of tacos from Tacos El Gordo. So at number 4, we have Tacos. Then at number 3, we have my song Stutter. Now, a lot of people that have been following me for a long time will probably put this as their best early song for me, as their top 2020 song. And I do like Stutter a lot, even though this was definitely the best song I made with very, very poor audio quality. The audio quality on this song is absolute dog shit. It's made with a gaming mic, but I will say that like I was speaking quietly enough that it didn't affect the quality. I was speaking quietly enough that it made the quality a little better than it should have been. And the other part of it is also that this is one of my funniest songs for sure. So big shout out to everyone who's been tuning in since Stutter. I'd say that was one of the best songs that I made in winter of 2020 for sure. Then at the second spot, we have Steak and Lobster. Steak and Lobster was one of my most catchy songs that I've ever made. Steak and Lobster is similar to Moving Too Fast in the same way that it's just a very catchy song, and I had a lot of fun making Steak and Lobster. I've only been able to have Steak and Lobster once though. It's fucking fire though. But yes, Steak and Lobster is an absolute classic, and there's a reason why I made it on Live, Laugh, Love. But it's not number 1 because at number 1 we got Cookies and Milk. I think the reason why I like Cookies and Milk so much is just because that was the last song I made in 2020. And when you listen to it, you can hear that like I'm definitely getting more confidence in my voice. I'm definitely getting better bars. I'm definitely getting smoother on tracks. And I think that it just had a really good beat and a really good holiday feel. And it kind of represents like that 6-month journey, my first 6 months of rapping. Like Cookies and Milk is like the end of that journey, and I believe that Cookies and Milk was the best song I made in 2020, and it's the best track off of Live, Laugh, Love. So to recap my rankings for Live, Laugh, Love, at the honorable mention spot we have Run It Back. In 5th place we have Moving Too Fast. In 4th place we have Tacos. In 3rd place we have Stutter. In 2nd place we have Steak and Lobster, and in 1st place we have Cookies and Milk. So next let's move on to the 2021 pack. So the reason why I didn't choose another name for the 2021 pack was, I don't really have a good reason for it, honestly. I just couldn't really think of anything outside of that. Like, I'm sure that I could have thought of something, but there really wasn't like a running joke of 2021 for me. And a lot of the music I made in 2021 was not special, at least for me personally, because I feel like I only found my groove in 2021 until October of 2021. I took 2 months off from posting any kind of music, and I feel like October 2021 I found a groove, but that first 9 months was brutal. That first 9 months was really brutal, and I was having a hard time mixing with the mic that I was using at the time, because it wasn't a studio quality mic like the one that I have today. It was a USB mic. It was definitely an upgrade from the other mics that I had used in 2020, but some of the songs that I made really suffered production wise because I was still learning how to mix. I mean, I'm learning how to mix now, but I was worse at it back then. And I feel like a lot of the music I made in 2021 was just super lackluster outside of those last 3 months. The Halloween EP, Tales from the Drive-Thru, and Santa, like, I went on a good 3-month stretch at the end of the year. But before that, I really wasn't feeling the music that I was making, and that put me in a bad place mentally, to be honest. I really felt like I just wasn't living up to the kind of music that I wanted to make. Despite the fact that a lot of my singles were really lacking in 2021, I did drop Talk to Me Nice and Summer is Serious, which are 2 pretty good mixtapes. You should check them out if you have the chance. But that was one thing that was unfortunate about 2021, is that I feel like a lot of my singles could have been better. I was just lacking confidence. But anyways, let's get into the rankings for the 2021 pack. So coming in at the honorable mention spot, we have Lessons and Blessings. I just been learning through Lessons and Blessings. They calling me ranch because I be dressing. That's a sick ass bar, but this was told to me by one of my good friends a long time ago. He said he got it from like some kind of like motivational page or some athlete's page or something. But basically the whole point of the song is that like the only 2 ways to learn in life are through lessons or through blessings. So either way, you're gonna experience either of those, and you just gotta learn from them and become better. So coming in at the 5th spot for the 2021 pack, we have Mr. 303. Now this is an interesting song because lyrically it's not one of my best songs, but I like it because I incorporated a whisper into it, which is something that I haven't done in any of my other music. But it's kind of funny that I made a song about being Mr. 303 and then I moved to Florida like 2 weeks later. So that's pretty funny. But just listening back to this song just makes me realize, like, holy shit, like I've come a long way in 1 year. I've come a really, really long way in just 1 year of making music. Like, I could never imagine dropping a song that sounded like this today. So I'm hoping that I can say that every single year of my music career. I'm hoping I'm looking back in 2023 on my 69 tapes and I'm like, damn, like I've gotten a lot better. But yeah, so that's what I'm hoping for. But yeah, at the 5th spot for 2021 pack, we got Mr. 303. At the 4th spot for 2021 pack, we have Pool Day. Trunks on me with the pockets, the lifeguards tell me to stop it, eating a sandwich, chips in the middle, I got more jokes than that bitch Jimmy Kimmel, I wanna start it up with a little, I just have this like real, just like calculated cold flow on it, and I really like Pool Day for that reason. I got some really good bars on it, and shout out to anyone who's ever put chips in the middle of a sandwich. You know exactly what I'm talking about. Those hit hella different. You know who you are. Big shout out to all the real ones out there. At the 3rd spot, we have Keep the Change. My bar smooth like cheesecake. Best of the 303, no debate. Rachel Amita, that's my bae. Making these plays, food on my plate. I get high like the stakes. When you on thin ice, you gotta skate. Nerf gun shot, I leave with no trace. I don't need it, you can keep all the change. Again, a very, very catchy song. Big shout out to Rachel Amita. Still hoping she can be my bae someday. Next, at the 2nd spot on the 2021 pack, we have my song, It Is What It Is. It is what it is, I said what I said, I did what I did, I am who I am, I'm moving forward, no going back, give me a check, don't know how to act. I really like this song because it just represents like my mentality at the time. Like, I made a decent amount of mistakes like my first 2 years of college, and at this point in my life I just had to accept that it is what it is, my life is what it is. I'm the one that made these decisions, I'm the one that put myself in these situations. So the only thing that I can do is accept it and just move on. So that was really my mentality at the time, and I definitely slid on this beat for sure. But it's not number 1 because coming in at 1st place, we have my track Pinewood Derby. I think that this is one of the most, if not the most underrated song I've ever made. I think just off the fact that it doesn't even have 20 plays on SoundCloud is wild, considering that this was one of the best songs I made from summer 2021. And one of the only good singles I made the entire year. So Pinewood Derby's dope. Shout out to anyone who has ever competed in a Pinewood Derby. If you're in Boy Scouts, you know exactly what I'm talking about. But yeah, so to recap my rankings for the 2021 pack, for the honorable mention spot, we got Lessons and Blessings. In 5th place, we have Mr. 303. In 4th place, we have Pool Day. In 3rd place, we have Keep the Change. In 2nd place, we have It Is What It Is. And in 1st place, we have Pinewood Derby. So with all that being said, that is my recap for the 2021 pack and Live, Laugh, Love. Let me know in the comments which song from each of the albums was your favorite. I really appreciate everyone who's been rocking with me for a long time. If you've been listening to me since 2020, you're a real one. If you've been listening to me since 2021, you also a real one. Any of my fans are a real one. I don't care how long you've been listening. So with all that being said, it's your boy Lowkey 303, aka your crush's favorite rapper. I will see you guys again very soon. Peace.